everybody, Cindy A. Lewis here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make a Valentine's card. I just received this cute metal die. It is from Crafter's Companion. It is an interchangeable heartfelt frame, and you get different sayings inside to go in the inside. So we're going to use that. We're going to make a 6x6 card, and I've got some cute papers that I'm going to use. This is actually cardstock from my paper pad, 180, 12 by 12. I'm not going to use all of that, of course, but it's going to be a fun day. So I hope that you will join me as I make a couple of cards. I'll probably just make one here, but anyway, thanks so much. I'm glad you're here today. Welcome to my channel. I hope that you'll stick around, and if you enjoy the video, that you'll subscribe. That'd be great. Which way is the subscribe on? Anyway, have a great day, and let's get started on this. Have a great day. Okay, I do want you to have a great day, but I want you to hang on, and let's get started with this craft. Okay, thanks. It's always fun to make something with something new. So I've got this cute Creat-a-Card, which the Creat-a-Card dies just make everything so super simple to make your card. Like, you don't need a whole lot more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this little envelope here. And sometimes they are a little bit, they're stuck together really good. They're closed and sealed. And so in the package, you get your large die, which is this one, and you can cut it out, or you can put it, you can cut it out separately. All right, so you can see you have the outline if you do want to cut it out of the paper. You have this beautiful heart. This is basically your Creat-a-Card because it's what your focal point will be. It's beautiful. And then you have 3 different sentiments that will fit in the center of your card. So, all my love, sending you love, and love you, which these are all beautiful to cut out. So your main thing is what size card am I going to make? So I'm going to make a 6x6. So I'm going to show you that. This is an already made card ready to go. So now I just have to decide my papers, cut my paper, and then I'm going to embellish it. Now they have some suggestions on the front which are really nice. So you want to mat and layer your cards to give them that extra. So I'm going to go ahead and prep my papers, and then we'll get putting them together. All right, I've chosen my papers. I'm going to use this for the front. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the light low tack tape and put it in the middle where I want to cut my design out. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here, and I usually put it where I'm going to cut out a piece. So I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to use my MIDI just because it doesn't make noise whenever I push it through. All right, let's see how this cut through. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. All right, look at that. That is gorgeous. And it just cut it all out. So now I'm going to cut that heart out, and I think I'm going to cut the heart completely out with this right here. So I'm going to need to do that. So I am going to cut out love you in gold as well. I may cut it in black to give it a little, shadow. So let's go with this and get this cut out here. And I'm just going to put this in the middle here so that I can cut it out of this paper and run it through. It's got a little paper. Okay, so I'm going to just run that through as well. Okay, if I get that out, it's backwards. All right, so I may not need the black. I may just use this. That looks lovely. Look at that, gorgeous. Since the blue looks good, I may just cut out the gold. So we're gonna try that here on this really pretty reflective mirror card. So I'm just gonna put this little low tack tape on there to hold it. I always flip my folders whenever I put them through my MIDI. So I am gonna run this twice, knocking things over on my desk. All right. Pull that back through. And I just do it because it's easy. And this is really, really gorgeous. Now I can keep this heart, but I don't really need the heart. I want just the, you know, the love you. So I'm just going to cut this apart from here so that I can put it on my card. All right, so if I want to make this see-through, like cut this part out, I'm going to have to cut this back part also. Or I can leave it. I can also just cut the heart part out of the black like this. So I would need to see where that will fit in for my window, the window to my heart. All right, so if I put this here, I need to line it up with, this is where you just want to line things up, because if you don't want to put them all through the same time. And I've got my card open, so I want it right there. Okay, so I'm just going to take my low tack tape, put that there, and then I'm going to take another little piece and put it on the papers so they don't move when they go through, because I want them to be even. And I haven't glued them yet because I don't want to put glue through my machine. All right, so I'm going to take my envelope, my folder, and just run it through like that, and I don't have to push it all the way through. All right, and if it doesn't go all the way through, you can run it through again. Looks like it did. Let's pull this up and see, just to make sure. I definitely went through the black. All right. Let's see. Yep, went through the white as well. All right, so we've got some extra pieces here. Let me pull those apart. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to cut this Love You out of the black and out of the white, because I just want a window to the back of my card. All right, I'm going to take a little of this metallic wax. This is Inca Gold. And just get a little on my finger. You don't want much at all. And just go around the edges of this. And I've got probably more than I could ever need on my fingers. I'm going to try to get some of that off. But I just want to give the edge a little something. And normally I would have my glass mat out, but I don't have it right here at my hand, so just gonna go with what I got. So now I'm gonna take my mat and put all my pieces together. So this is my back of my card, and I think I'll just use my Collal glue to put the mat on. So this glue dries really hard, and it's an alcohol-based glue, and it will really make the mat stick well. If you want to do that, you can also use you know, any of your glues, but I really like the way this works, and it gives you time. So like if you need to move it a little bit, it gives you a little time there. All right, so now I'm ready to put this on. You might ask, okay, well, how are you going to put that on? Well, you can put it on multiple ways. You can run it through a Xyron machine if you have it. You can use the dotty tape pen, which is really nice for something like this. And you can also just go through each one of the layers with your tacky glue, maybe with a fine tip like that. I'm just going to go ahead and put the dotty tape pen on this. It's such a large space, and put it down. Let me get my mat, but we'll cover that up. All right, so we're going to fit this in to place. Make sure that this, really didn't need a lot of tape on that, did I? Okay, so one thing that I did do was put tape on the back of the I love you, and I don't need to do that. So I may take my black I love you and put it behind there. Just like this. There's always a way to fix things so it's never lost. Okay. There we go. Nice. All right, now I'm going to glue on my gold I love you on the top. All right, so then I'm going to put this love you on a top. And let me move I got glue up there so you can see. One thing to just a note to you, Collal glue does not work well with mirror card. So if you are going to glue it with a liquid glue, use tacky glue. All right, now that's gonna dry, but it is gonna be gorgeous. Yes. Okay. Okay. So you can see why it says it's a Creat-a-Card, because it just makes your card so easy to put together. So I'm just going to take my tape pen, put the backing on the inside. Okay. And I cut this is 6 by 6 card, so I cut this 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. All right. So then you can see how it looks when you open it. Now what I want to do is take my heart, and I'm going to take my black one and give it a shadow. And then I'm going to put it where it shows up right there, but it's on the back of my card. So it's going to be here. All right, let me glue this together. So basically making a shadow for this heart. So I want it to be off a little bit. There we go. Just a little. All right, now I need to see where the heart needs to be exactly. I need to get that glue off of there. All right. Okay, where does that heart need to be? Right there. So you can see where that heart needs to be. So I'm just going to pick it up on one side and put some glue down there. Like that. And make sure that's right. And I would use liquid glue for that, just if you're going to do that. So you can see when the card is closed, and then when you open it, there's the heart. And then you can write your sentiment on the inside. How fun is that? That is just a fun Creat-a-Card for Valentine's. And it is gorgeous. Don't you guys love it? Now you could add more to it. And you could add some jewels to the different flower centers. You could add a bow to it. Depends on how frilly you want it to be. But if it's like for someone you don't want it to be as frilly for, I think that looks beautiful just like that. So this is the metal die that I used, the Heartfelt frame. It's interchangeable. with the Gemini by Crafter's Companion. Of course, I think you can use any of your die cutting machines on that. So I think that's really pretty. This is going to be for my husband, so I think it's pretty just the way it is. I don't think he'd want a bow and a bunch of gems on it, but you could definitely do that. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this craft, and I will talk to you again next time.